Good morning, team. Happy Saturday. This is the weekend members video. Okay, so I'm going to go over the market just real quick. What I'm looking at, things that I've been covering throughout the day on the postings, and I'm going to go through as quickly as I possibly can a list of stocks that I've gotten in my watch list with buy signals, and just to kind of go over them really quick live. I haven't looked at them yet to kind of see any potential for next week upcoming buy entries and so forth. So it's going to be part of the video, the actual watch list. So you can kind of like watch the video, pause it, get the ticker down and put it in your watch list if one of the ones interest you. So this is the SPX. As I was mentioning throughout the week, that 4192 area proved to be, the line in the sand on the top side, where we basically reversed from there all the way down to 4090. So, but the good news is we're right, coming into the 21. So it's not, it's a healthy pullback from being, extended from the 8. So this is just normal price action. There's nothing really like, disastrous about this or anything. Another little piece of good news, which you take it with a grain of salt, is we had the golden cross here where the 50 came across the 200 on the upside. That's called the golden cross. Most of the time it's a positive bullish sign, so we'll see if that holds. The good thing is we're out of this spaghetti thing and we're in a nice, clean, stacked uptrend. So little healthy pullbacks to the 21, it's great pullback price actions with a stop right below it. So, this 40, 42, 40, 40 range, it's the next line in the sand. We couldn't hold 4100. I remember I mentioned that we had to hold 4100 on the way down. We didn't. Now what used to be the floor now becomes the ceiling. So we need to clear 4100 and we're 4090. So it's 10 points, not a big deal. If we stay within, the 8 and the 21, that's healthy. That's not that bad. We might, kind of go around for a little bit, have a nice little healthy pullback, and then take off again and retest 4,200. We shall see. But this is where we're at. Like I said, I've been selling up here. I've covered all these guys already, made money here in this pullback, and intraday and so forth. I've been selling somewhere around here to 398, which is 3980 range. I've been selling short puts and 394s and so forth in the XSPs, which is like 34, 390, 39, 70, 3960, 3940, around there, around this area here. So as long as we stay within this pattern, we're gonna be okay with that. So that's pretty much the market. I mean, the NDX, especially if you look at the actual composite itself. The composite is basically almost the same thing. We went all the way up to this level right here, and then we bend. Let me see here. I'll put this little line here. We gotta get this trend line broken to the upside before we see a resumed uptrend. So I mean we've been sorry. Crocs is another one that's kind of like the falling off the thing here. Remember, I have this I'm banking on this 110 is going to be kind of line in the sand, and anything below this, it's a no go for me. But I have a 112, 111 price range. I'm kind of right there, kind of just touch and go right now. But I'm still profitable. Nothing else for me to do with this one right now. Let me reactivate this drawing here. Okay, so let me go back to what I was doing. Here, sorry. So I wanted to do this. Nice uptrend, right? Did a healthy pullback to a 21. Go sideways for a little bit, to down. Let the 8 kind of get flat, and then go back up again, and then we should, break this trend line. That's kind of what I'm seeing on the Nasdaq. Again, healthy price action. We got rid of this down, nice clean on the downside. We got some spaghetti. Now we go into the top side. Um, this 55 is now crossing the 84, so we need to kind of maintain this. It's not as clean as the SPX. If you notice, this is a cleaner chart. This is cleaner, okay, than the Nasdaq, but showing good, showing good promise. So we shall see. I'm thinking, this 40, 42, 40, 30 kind of range is, the next one. What's the next level here? Somewhere around here. This 40, 25. Between 40, 40, 40, 25, 40, 20, we should be able to hold, which is, another, 70 point, which is like a big move in the S&P, but it's still within, that's not bad. And so I'm not holding that many longs. The ones that I am holding, they're hedged, or I've sold puts on them like way below, so I'm pretty good there. On the top side, we're still looking at this 4,200. 4,100 is the first level. We need to clear 4,100, which, like I said, now becomes the ceiling, which it's kind of the 8. So once we clear that, then we have clear sailings to the 42, and let's see if we take it or retest it, come back just enough, not as deep, and then take off. We shall see. We shall see. So that's kind of where we're at. So just kind of play accordingly. This is a normal pullback, healthy pullback. There's nothing wrong with the market as far as within the context of this pullback. That's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. We were extended, way above. We had all this range between the 8 and the price. We pulled back to it, hung around, broke it. Now we got to 21. So this 40-42 range, if that holds, then what I just said is true. This is healthy. Nothing wrong with this. If we break 40-42 and we come back down to this level at 40-25, break the 34, then this isn't healthy anymore. This is now a little more of a stronger pullback, which it can happen. Why? Because if you notice, we had this pullback here, little cup. We came back here. We had some sideward action here with the handle, right? We had the cup, the handle, and we took off. Now, if we come back all the way over here, where are we retesting? We're retesting the breakout of this. So it can happen. We can come all the way back down to 40-25, even 4,000. It can happen, and it's still within an overall, bullish picture that we had a cup, handle, we broke out, come back to retest before we take off, possibly in March and April. And then we had the, selling man go away kind of scenario where the summer, it's kind of like, a little boring and there's not much action, which is great for premium selling because if there's no movement, time decay, option premiums decay, we make money. All right, so that's the market. Let me go through as quick as I possibly can this list here. It's gonna be like 20-25 stocks. I'm gonna try to go as quickly as possible. Give you an idea. So this is your watch list. I'm not gonna give it to you on an actual list because they're not all gonna be relevant. I want to only pick the best. So maybe like 5 or 6 or 3 or 4 are gonna be actionable to actually look at and write down on your watch list from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to see if they're buys. So here we go. Okay, Visa. Let's see. No, I'm just looking at this right now. No, because this is firing. This is firing short right here. See, I'm not interested in that. Bigger account, even though it's coming to a 21, it could be a pullback buy, but I would like to be a pullback buy with this still above the 0 line to be positive. This is too many reds here. I'm not interested in Visa. Okay, let me see the next one. SYK. Let me put this down, guys. XYK. Okay, yeah, to go. Yeah, I see. I had a trend. I had an alert here about this from back when this came to this point here. See how I retested right there, and it's kind of coming back to it again. So I'm a buyer above 265.41 on SYK with a stop obviously below 21, low of the day. All right, next one, ITW. Went too high, came back in. I like how it closed. See how it closed right at the 21? That's pretty cool. The low of the day would have been 233 around there. It's still 3 points away. Not that bad. I like this. Look at that. I'm gonna put an alert right here because this mattered and this mattered. So I'm a buyer above 236, 40, 45 on there. If it breaks that, I'm a buyer. And then, if it breaks back inside the 8, I might cut it loose. So this isn't that bad. I got a buy signal on the daily here. Okay. Great. Now I need to. This is still too high. I want to get closer over here. So I'm gonna put on alert right there. So because I want these guys to be a tester to bounce off. Still too high. To extend it. I'm not buying this far from the 21 because where's my stop? Like here, you can still go down here and still be okay. Plus, it's paying dividends in the 17th. Usually, when you have a dividend payout, the stock drops. So we might get a little bargain somewhere around here at the $80 range. Put a secondary alert right here. All right. Knew it. I had this. I took a little bit of a loss. Actually, this was a little bit of a loss. It kind of came down here. Let me remove this. This is sitting right at 21. But I don't like this candle action. I don't like this candle action. I will have to be a buyer at 165, but then my stop is 162. I'm not trusting this stock very well. I'm just not feeling it. For me personally, it's a pass. But if you want to get into this, you could buy it on Monday with a 161, 161.88, kind of stop. Still have a 3-point stop, or you could be more conservative, wait till it breaks Friday's high, which will be also coinciding with this this low on this guy here. So maybe at 165.56, you could be a buyer. And then you can put your stop, somewhere around there, or go to a 30-minute. See, I don't like this. I don't like this 30-minute. It's going from negative to positive, but this is a very bearish looking chart. If you're just looking at this, is a very bearish looking chart. So this is kind of like struggling to get up here. So that's why I'm not feeling this stock. If it breaks 165.53, it has potential. But then you have a 167, toppy area here. I'm just not feeling it. The pass for me. Oppo, huge candle here. Huge candle here. I'm thinking, the 71, 72 is kind of resistance. It's got to clear above there. I actually have a short call on this for the 72.5. I'm actually short this stock at 72.5. So as long as it stays below 72.5 by next Friday, I'll be okay. So I'm actually short this one. So I'm trying to buy it back over here. So I'm leaning towards this going to go down rather than up. Why? Because we have dividends coming in on the 17th. And again, usually when you have a dividend payout, that day of the dividend, the price of the stock drops by at least the dividend amount. So that's already a built-in drop in the stock. So why don't you just wait till it drops another 40 cents before you buy it if you're bullish on it. So this is a pass for me as far as to go long. But I'm currently short this stock at 72.50. It's my range. It's my right. Actually, it's right here. I'm short on it, like somewhere right here. It's gotta go above this area for me to start losing money. Okay, next one. Still too extended. I want to get it more close to the 21. So I'll put an alert if it comes in. I'll take a look at it. Next one. Same thing, got dividend being paid out. I like this hammer candle. Whenever you see these hammer candles, you go higher. So, but I still wanted this to go a little bit lower. I don't want to, this hit like 283. It's a 285. So even if you would have got it, somewhere around here, you would have been up for right now. But I still want to go. I want to again. I want the lowest risk entry possible because the 21 is kind of like my line in the sand. So I want to see if a little pullback can be on Monday or Tuesday. I can snatch it for a nice little write up. Let's see where this can go. This could potentially go. Which is the low? This is lower than this one. 282, 282.81, 282.84. Yeah, right here. So this can potentially go to 297, 295 around there. So if you pick it up somewhere in the 282 range, you can take some profits here at 288. It's a nice 6-point move, and then again in 290s with a stop at 280, 68 around there. So I wouldn't be a buyer here until it gets to like somewhere 282 range. So another 3 points lower. If it doesn't, then it's fine. You can go on without me, perfectly fine. I have this stock. I own this stock, but I don't own it outright. I own it with hedge options. So I'm covered on this. So I have a cushion up to like 395 or something like that. Let me put a little line here, kind of give me an alert when this decides to start trending higher again. Right now, it's not trending higher. It's got to break above. See this level right here, and see this level right here. That means something. So this 102.73 area needs to be cleared before we can have a sustained little rally up. Let me remove these. These are already have been taken. Let me see where it can go from here. All right, this can go to 110, guys. This can definitely hit 110. You got 8-9 points, here. You can have a stop. So I'm gonna see I have a stop right here at 99 something, 99, 60 something. So from 100 to it's a 10-point move. If you can pick it up around 102, 101 or around there, you can have a nice little 10-point move potential on the stock. It's not misbehaving. It's kind of coming back down to a 21. It had a nice little breakout here. It broke out from 101. It hit 109, and now it's coming back down to retest. And then let's see if it goes sideways for a little bit before it takes off again. We shall see. But this will be a safe entry right here with with a 2-point stop, and you got a 9-10 point potential. Next one, still too high. I want to get it closer to the 21. Okay. 126 also seems to be like an area where if it's going to take off, it's got it clear. This one broke to 21. See on the dividend payout, how much it tanked. It's a little bit too it's a little bit too crazy for me. Raise my somewhere around here. Maybe use a 34 as my new stop if I want to get into this. But for me personally, it's the path. But like this is kind of like a range where if you want to look at this. Next one, too big bars. The bars are too big. It's gonna move around a lot. Not interested. This one, I like this bar. I like this bar action. It's a hammer, but I want to get it closer over here. So again, it just see how it's fired. This is gonna squeeze right here. Boom, and it fired. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 bars. This is kind of the norm. So the probabilities for the stock to keep going down are higher than continued uptrend. So I'm going to wait to catch it somewhere in the 72 range, somewhere around here, where these bars kind of like go dark blue for a little bit before they kind of go sideways. I can have my stop right here, and maybe I can even sell some puts in the $70 range and wait for that premium decay and wait for it to start to go up. Let me see where this can potentially go. This is 76, 77 around here. Let's say 75 and a half. You got 2.5 points if you buy it in 70 to 73 range. You got, maybe like 2 to 1. Not too crazy about it. Okay, SNA. Ooh, this is nice. See, nice little cup. It broke out of the cup right there. See, boom, boom, boom. It broke out, and then it went from 250 to 260 within 3 days. That's pretty damn good. And that's coming back down to retest rather than 21. So I like that. So I'm gonna put an alert right here, somewhere around here. So it's kind of like it's gotta hold this level. It's gotta hold this level. And it's gonna hold 21. So I'm gonna stop out at 246.70 something. If I'm buying it somewhere at 247, I got a dollar. Let's say $2 risk for potential. Let's say back to 260 to $9. I'm even 262. Let's say 260. So I'm risking 2 to make 6. To make 8. I'm risking 2 to make 8. This is not bad, and you have a dividend payout on 22nd. So if you own some shares, you might pick up a couple of dollars here in this dividend, or just wait. But this is not a bad entry because see, the momentum is kind of like looks like it's kind of wants to pick up again. So when I did a dip around here at the 248 level, might not be too bad because you could pick up 10, 12 points here to 260. And then you have a stop right here, 246. Not bad. This one, same thing. See this gap up? This gap has got to fill. This isn't a fill. I don't want to be part of this being filled. So I'm gonna put a alert right here. So when the gap gets filled, if it holds, then I could be a buyer here. I don't like this boom boom. I don't like this action here on the on the earnings. It came back, it gapped down before earnings, and it got up again on earnings. Nice little stair step, went sideways, went flat for a little bit, and then came up again. But I don't know. Maybe here I'll be a buyer 43.90 with a stop at 43.68, just somewhere around there. I mean, the low of the day was 43.79, so it could definitely come back in the 43 range and still be okay. You could be a buyer there, or if you want to be more conservative, be a buyer above here, above today Friday's high, and then put your stop right below the 8, somewhere around here. That's probably what I would do. I'll probably buy either or. If it comes back inside, I'm a buyer. If it breaks out here, I'm a buyer. And then my stop is here, and then my stop is here. Simple as that. Okay? Where's the potential here? Yeah, this can go to 48. 48. So if you buy it at 45, you get 3 points. You're risking 1 to make 3. 3 to 1 ratio. That's not bad. It's 3 to 1 ratio. It's a small ticket stock. 3 to 1 ratio is not bad. I'll take that. It's basically right there. You see, 3 to 2.8 to 1.5. Next one, KNX came back like this when it broke out. This is a big steep comeback here. I don't know if I want to be a buyer on the low side. I definitely want to be a buyer if it breaks out of this level. Why? Because that was important. That was important. That was important. So if it breaks here, then my stop is right here at 48.5. I'm a buyer at 59. I got less than let's say a point stop with a potential to say 63. Again, another 3 to 1. That's basically another 3 to 1. That's not bad. Small ticket item. Let's see what else I got here. Next one. Got a few more. Oh, this is nice. It pinned right at 21, and it held it beautifully. Look at this. Look at this nice move here. Did a cup, broke it. Nice. This is what 225 to, let's say, what is getting stopped out at 246. That's a 20-point move, guys. 20-point move. That's not bad. That's not bad. See it coming back in again. I'm a buyer. I'm definitely a buyer here at 242. This comes down a little bit on Monday or Tuesday. That it kind of gives me, but hey, listen, we got earnings on the 22nd. Tough call. Tough call. I might be a buyer if it comes back inside 241 with a 240 and a half kind of like stop. But then if I have a little bit of a profit, I'm getting out because I'm not holding it through earnings. So that's kind of like how we play this. If I get an alert on Monday, 242, I'm a buyer, and then I'm gonna get stopped out at 240.88. Okay, 100% for sure I'll get stopped out if it comes below that. And then I'm getting rid of this on the 21st. So the 22nd, you got earnings. So that's kind of how we handle the stock. But I like this action where you just kind of pin right at 21. See how it does that? And where's your potential here? 256. Let's say 255. 255 from 240. I thought 15-point move. Wow, that's not too bad. I like that. So I will be buying this stock at 242 if I get an alert, and I will be stopping out if it breaks 240.68. Okay, and I'm gonna be taking profits if I buy it at 242. I'm taking profits at 248. At least 50%, 100%. I'm taking 100% guaranteed. I'm taking profits if it is. If I'm a buyer at 242, I'm taking 50% off at 248. That's guaranteed because it's in the hit his head here. Plus, I want to get out of this trade before the 22nd. Okay, so let's see if this works out for us. Let me build an extension here. Let me know it's going in the right direction. This will work out really. I'm really this is the one that's got me really excited because I like this action. It came all the way up and didn't give up. It didn't really give back that much. It's kind of gone sideways. This is great, healthy action. You have a nice run up, and then you don't give it all back. You kind of consolidate. That's awesome. And then it pins right at the 21. I love it. If I get a chance at 242, I am all over the stock on Monday or Tuesday. All right. Ooh, another one. Same thing. Look at that. Back to back. I'm doing the same thing here, and we have the earnings. They already announced earnings, and they did not beat. They did not beat. And the stock pretty much held. Around the 21. So that's not bad. So I'm a buyer at 269. 269. I'm buying this stock because it's still healthy, still above the one. The momentum hasn't really shifted all the way down yet. We got a long breakout on the red, so like it's due to kind of like probabilities is due for this to come back higher again. So I'm a buyer at 269. I'll be stopped out at 260, let's say 7 around there, and this has potential to go to maybe 300. Yeah, 305, 304. I mean 217. Shoot, 290. Guys, if I buy this at 269, you better believe I'm taking profit somewhere in the 280 range. I'm not letting 15, 20 points go without me taking profits. So I am definitely a buyer at 269 with a 266, 68, 50, 58 around there. Stop out. 2 points to make 15. I'll take it. So this is exciting, awesome. It's getting better. All right. I've been looking at this stock. It's kind of gapped up. It's kind of a little of a cup here. It's putting a handle. The handle needs to kind of break out a little bit here. So this is the cup, going the handle, and then take off. But you could be a buyer at 86, with an 85 stop. It's got a 2 ATR, so it moves 2 points in a day. Let me see. Put an alert here. See how these levels kind of like meant something. So if it comes back in here, the next level will be somewhere in the 34 here. So I look at it. I look at it and see how the market overall is doing. But it's interesting. Let me recreate the alert here. All right, a few more. Too extended. So I just put the alert here. It gets close to 21. I'll take a look at it. Moving on. This is not. Ooh, I like this. Ran up nicely. Consolidated. Nice little cup here. Built the base. Boom. Took off again. You guys see this, right? Nice run up. Came back down again. Built a little cup. Built the base here. Sideways. And then took off again. So this is actually pretty decent action. 128, 130, close to the high end. So I'm putting an alert here. I will be a buyer. I will be a buyer here at 128. Seller at 127.58 with a potential of 134. So maybe like a 6 to risk 2 to make 6 kind of thing. I'm interested. This is interesting. Yeah, 137, 138, 139. If I'm at 128, that's 10 points. Risking 2 to make 10. Let's say 8 to 2 to make 8. I'll take it. I like the action here. It's building a squeeze right here. I got the squeeze indicator, the pro. So I got a squeeze going on here. It's nice. I got a squeeze going on with a buy signal. I got a buy signal in the daily right there. Got a buy signal the last few days. So this is nice. If I can pick it up at 128-ish, I'm a buyer. I like this pinning action, this hammer, but it's below 21. It pinned it over here. It's a big move, kind of like, it did its thing. It did its thing. And now it's coming back to retest. It's got to set up again. I might be a buyer above 58. Above 58, because then I got 60. So I don't know. But I'm going to put an alert here, just in case it kind of gives me a notion that now I'm a buyer at 58, then 56, 98 around there is my stop, and I have potential for 63. So again, maybe another 3 to 1, 4 to 1 kind of scenario if it works out. Let me remove that because it's no longer valid. So I still have this little trend here. Okay, next one. Wow, this is a nice move, right? See, guys, squeeze. Look at the squeeze right there, right? Here's your squeeze right here, right? Right there. It fired. You would have been a buyer right there in those 2 days. It gave you an opportunity. It gave you a buying opportunity. You would have been a buyer of 48. This thing is at 58. You would have had it went over to 60. You had a nice 12-point move in this stock. In about 30 days. That's on a $50 stock. That's a good 20-25% gain. Okay, so how are we looking here? So okay, again, nice run. It's pulling back. I need to pull back a little bit more. I'm not a buyer here. I want to buy a buyer. I'm going to be a buyer somewhere around here. I want to buy somewhere around there. Yeah, somewhere around there I'm a buyer because it kind of retest this base over here. 21's going to catch up, and I'm going to stop out. Low risk entry. Love it. Potential somewhere in 60, 62, 63 range. So I'm going to buy at 57. That's 5 points. 5 points, and I'm risking 1.5. Take that. Your stock could be below 72. SPX got earnings coming up. I don't like it. I'll pass on this one. The stop could be somewhere around here, 63 to 65. It's got dividend being paid out. You can go to 68. Yeah, It's, I mean, the squeeze was back here. Boom. There's a lot of better opportunities, but I'm gonna put an alert here just to see if it kind of like breaks out. I might buy the breakout. I might buy the breakout with a stop right underneath it, because this can go all the way to 72, 73. So I can get a 7 point move. I'm risking 2 to make 7. Oh, I like it. I like it. Gotta buy. Gotta buy. Squeeze back here. Fired. Boom. We're coming back in again. I don't know if I want to buy it on the breakout, or if I want to buy it, because I can't buy this in the pullback. I said any pullback is going to be below a 21, so I wouldn't be a buyer or a pullback. If it's more of a pullback here, then my stop is way down here. So I'm a buyer. See these two guys right here kind of coincide with this one, so I like it here. I'm gonna be on alert 47.17. Might be a buyer 47.17 with a stop of 46.28. So I'm risking $1. I'm risking $1 on this stock to potentially go to 50. So if I'm a buyer of 47, so I'm risking. There you go. It's like 3 to 1. 3 to 1 is not bad. I mean, it's not great, but it's not bad. If you could do 3 to 1 every day, it's like wow. Okay, let me see the next one. I like how it pinned. I had this stock. I made money in this stock. It pinned right at 21. I'm a buyer if it pins it again. I don't want to chase this because I know it comes back inside and it gives me a buying opportunities. Or if it breaks out above 32.80, 32.93, if it breaks out, then I'm a buyer with a stop right below 32.66 around there, and this can go to 35, 36. I can make 3 points and risk 50 cents. This one way too extended. See, this one had its run. It came all the way to the second level. We came back to retest, and just now it's in a whole new, not just a whole new stock already. So this is no longer relevant. So I'm a buyer. I gotta wait. I gotta wait for this to come back down. It's way too extended. I would not be chasing this way up here. I got this to kind of see. It gives you opportunities. It kind of comes back in. It comes back in. It gives you opportunities. You can buy it near 21, somewhere around here. And then if you were to buy it somewhere at 42, you're sitting at 49. If you still own this, let's say we're gonna stop out at 4. Yeah, I mean, you gotta wait for it. You gotta have good entries, guys. Okay, the next one. This gap up. I don't like this. Next. This is something that I've owned. This is a nice little squeeze. Actually, it's still in a squeeze. Look at this. It's been in a squeeze for the longest time. Look at this. This is still in a squeeze. This is still all this is a squeeze still. It just goes sideways for too long. That's a pass for me. I'm not really interested in this stock. Too gappy. Kind of did its thing already. This is no longer relevant. So maybe somewhere around here at 31 with a 30.58 and then go to 35. So I'm a buyer somewhere around here. But again, it's gotta be right at 31 kind of thing, because my stop will be here. My stop will be at 30.47. So I'm risking 50 cents. Guys, if let's say you buy 100 shares, you're risking $50 to potentially make 300. Okay, that's the way you gotta look at it. I'm risking 50 to make 300. Again, that 3 to 1 ratio, 4 to 1 ratio. Last one. This last one. And like this hammer candle. This is the potential to go up again. See the cup? See the cup right here, guys? The cup broke out of the base. Poof, took off from 43 to 45. 2-point move. ATR 1.6. It did its thing. 2.94, 3.51. Squeeze run. Here's the squeeze. It did its thing. I mean, it's true to form. So when do you want to get back in this thing again? I want to get back in this thing again when it kind of breaks out again. So this, see how it kind of came back to retest? See this level right here? See? This level right here. And then it kind of, and then this level right here, and then it broke out. It came back inside this level right here. So I want this to break out this way again for me to be interested. So I will be a buyer above Friday's high. So I'm actually going to put my money where my mouth is. So the half of the day is 43.29 on Friday. 43.31. I'm a buyer. So I'm going to put a stop order. A couple hundred shares. I'm going to put a stop order of 43.33. Okay? So I'm a buyer here. I'm stopping out at 42.68. So 43.33, 42. So I'm risking about $120. I'm buying 200 shares. I'm risking $120. Okay? I will be risking $120 to potentially make, let's see if it makes sense, to potentially make my first 46 and 40, let's say 46.50, somewhere around here. 40, let's say 46. So if I'm buying 43, 46, that's 3 points. So let's say 2.5 points, 500. So I'm risking $120 to make about 550. Yeah, 2 to 1, almost 3 to 1. If I sell half at 46, and then I let the other half, go to 47.5 around there, we shall see. But I just like that it's tight, the bars are tight. I like how the squeeze is fired, and it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this can consolidate for a little bit before it takes off again. And when it takes off, it does perform true to form. You're gonna get a nice 3-point move, which is double ATR. That's all you want. So if I get a 3-point move and I'm risking less than 1, I'm okay with that. And that's about it, guys. Maybe it took a little bit longer than I thought, but I wanted to be thorough with all the watch list. So there you go. I filled you full of wisdom of what's in my head and what I'm looking at and how I would act. So do that whatever you think you see fit. Hope you guys have a very profitable week next week, and be safe and enjoy your weekend.